Welcome back everyone, I'm so glad you're here because today we're about to unlock the not-so-mysterious, slightly silly but surprisingly effective secrets to becoming your own kind of superhero. And no, you don't need a cape, unless you really want to wear one. In which case, I fully support your fashion choices. It's Smart Ash, your go-to for life advice you never asked for, but might secretly need. I'm here to help you level up your daily routine, one tiny, manageable step at a time. Think of me as your quirky sidekick on this journey to a slightly better you. Today, we're tackling tiny health habits that promise to turn you from a tired mortal into a productivity legend. Imagine waking up with more energy, getting through your to-do list without feeling like you're climbing Mount Everest, and maybe even having enough pep left over to enjoy your evening. Sounds good, right? Don't worry, I'm not about to tell you to wake up at 4 a.m., run a marathon before breakfast, or chug kale sludge that tastes like regret. We're keeping it real. Habits for the perpetually tired, snack-obsessed, and those of us who think self-care means watching one more episode before bed. Think of this as a 1% upgrade to your life, tiny tweaks that add up over time. You don't have to overhaul your entire existence overnight. Even the smallest improvement is better than nothing, and honestly, that's a win in my book. I'll walk you through 10 habits you'll probably forget by the time you watch your next cat video, but hey, at least you'll know them. And who knows, maybe one or two will actually stick and make your days a little brighter. But hey, watching this counts as self-improvement. You're already ahead of the game just by being here and giving yourself a few minutes to learn something new. That's more than most people do. So let's get into these not-so-dramatic but actually doable tiny habits. No pressure, no perfection required. Just a little curiosity and a willingness to try. Ready? Let's do this together and see what small changes can do. Habit 1. Drink a glass of water first thing in the morning. Yes, before coffee. I know it's wild. I tried it. It felt weird, but it does wake you up. Mostly because you immediately need the bathroom. It's not magic, but it's a simple win. You'll feel a bit more alive, and that first coffee will taste even better. One glass down, and you're already ahead of yesterday. Now, where's my coffee? Next up, take a 5-minute walk after meals. No need for a park or fancy leggings. I do laps around my flat, peeking into rooms and ending at the fridge. It's movement, it breaks the post-meal slump, and it helps digestion, or so they say. 5 minutes, one song, a quick stroll, whatever works. Even if your walk ends at the fridge, you're still moving. It's about breaking the eat slump repeat cycle. You don't need to be an influencer, just get up and move. Your sofa will forgive you. Habit 3, swap one snack for a piece of fruit. I know, it sounds like a betrayal. Crisps are joy, apples are apples. But I tried it. At first it felt like punishment, but the sugar crash disappeared. Fruit won't replace the glory of crisps, but it fills the gap. It's a compromise, telling your body, we're trying to be better, here's a pear. And surprisingly, my body is starting to listen. You don't have to love it, just try it. Your future self will thank you, and your snack demon will survive. Habit 4, stretch for 2 minutes after waking up. No need for yoga mastery. I do the starfish stretch in bed, then a grumpy cat arch. It's not pretty, but it wakes up your joints. My real motivation, training to pick up the stuff I drop every morning. 2 minutes of stretching won't make you a gymnast, but it helps you start the day less creaky. It's a small act of kindness to your future self. And maybe, just maybe, you'll finally retrieve that lost AirPod. Worth it. Habit 5, go to bed at the same time every night. Yes, like your parents told you. Turns out they were right. My sleep schedule was chaos, but I picked a bedtime and stuck to it. At first, my brain rebelled, but after a few nights, I started getting sleepy on cue. Suddenly, I was waking up less zombie, more human. It's boring, but it works. Consistency is the real sleep hack. Don't tell anyone, but being a responsible adult actually feels good. Try it. Habit 6. Write down one thing you're grateful for each day. No need for a fancy journal or deep thoughts. Just one thing. Some days it's big, health, friends. Most days it's takeaway arriving fast or finding matching socks. It's a 30-second reset for your brain. Even on bad days, there's usually one good thing. It's not homework, it's a tiny mood boost. Try it for a week and see what happens. Gratitude, but make it easy. Habit 7, stand up every hour. I used to think I was an elite sitter. Turns out that's not a sport. Set an alarm, stand up, stretch, walk to the kitchen, whatever. It breaks the spell of endless sitting and reminds you that you have legs. Combine it with a glass of water or a quick walk. It's a tiny pattern interrupt that adds up. Your body will thank you, and your Olympic sitting career will survive. Habit 8, swap one sugary drink for water. My 3 p.m. fizzy drink was my ritual, my joy. Replacing it with water felt like a loss. The first week was rough, but the energy crashes disappeared. I saved money, my teeth thanked me, and I felt less frantic. Do I still miss it? Sometimes. But water does the trick most days. It's not exciting, but it's a grown-up choice. Sometimes we have to be grown-ups. Your dentist will be proud, and your wallet too. Habit 9, meditate for 3 minutes. Sounds simple, right? Just 3 minutes. But let me tell you, those 180 seconds can feel like an eternity when you're sitting still, doing nothing but breathing and being with your thoughts. I thought it would be a breeze, a quick pause in my day, but the reality was very different. 3 minutes sounds easy, but sitting with your thoughts is harder than it looks. The timer on my phone seemed to slow down, each second stretching out longer than the last. I kept glancing at the screen, convinced that at least a minute had passed, only to see it had been 10 seconds. My brain went wild. Did I lock the door? What's for dinner? Is my nose itchy? Suddenly, every random thought I'd ignored all day came rushing in. It was like my mind was throwing a party and forgot to invite me. The first tries were chaos, but I stuck with it. I fidgeted, I sighed, I almost gave up. But I kept coming back, determined to see if I could make it through just 3 minutes without giving up or giving in to distraction. I tried focusing on my breath, counting each inhale and exhale. Sometimes, I'd lose track and have to start over. Other times, I'd catch myself daydreaming about things I needed to do, or replaying awkward conversations from years ago. Guided meditations helped. I learned it's not about having no thoughts, just letting them pass. The voice in my headphones reminded me that it's okay to get distracted, as long as I gently bring my attention back. Most days, it's the only quiet I get. In a world that never seems to stop buzzing, those 3 minutes became a rare pocket of stillness, a moment where I could just be, without needing to do or fix anything. It's a tiny island of calm in a sea of noise. Even if the world outside is chaotic, for those 3 minutes I can find a little peace. It's not perfect, but it's mine. Even if you spend half of it thinking about your itchy nose, it counts. The point isn't to be perfect, it's to show up, to try, and to give yourself a break from the constant chatter. Over time, those 3 minutes started to feel less like a challenge and more like a gift. I noticed I was a little calmer, a little more patient, even after the timer ended. Try it. You might surprise yourself. 3 minutes done, and sometimes, that's all you need to reset your whole day. Habit 10, floss your teeth. We all lie to our dentist, but flossing is worth it. At first, it's awkward and messy, but after a week, it feels weird not to do it. It takes 2 minutes tops. The satisfaction of finally telling your dentist the truth? Immense. It's less painful than a root canal, trust me. Flossing is a tiny habit with big payoffs. Your future self and your dentist will thank you. And there you have it. 10 tiny habits that might actually change your life. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by all the advice out there, but sometimes the smallest steps are the ones that make the biggest difference. These habits aren't about perfection or instant transformation. They're about giving yourself a chance to feel a little bit better, one day at a time. Will you do all of them? Probably not. And honestly, that's perfectly okay. Life is busy, unpredictable, and sometimes just plain exhausting. The goal isn't to become a superhuman overnight, or to check every box on a list. It's about finding what works for you, in your own time, at your own pace. But even one is a win. Seriously, if you pick just one habit and stick with it, you're already making progress. Every small win counts, and you should celebrate it. Change doesn't have to be dramatic to be meaningful. It's not about a total overhaul, just small, boring choices that add up. Those little decisions, like drinking a glass of water or taking a deep breath, might seem insignificant in the moment, but over time, they build a foundation for bigger changes. Consistency is more important than intensity. Pick one, try it for a week and see how you feel. You might be surprised by how much better you feel after just a few days. If it works, keep going. If not, no worries. There are plenty of other habits to try. If you hate it, try another. The bar is low. There's no need to be hard on yourself or feel guilty if something doesn't stick. The point is to experiment, reset, and keep moving forward. Progress is progress, no matter how small. Let's just be a little better than yesterday. That's all it takes. Improvement isn't about giant leaps. It's about tiny steps, repeated over time. You're already on your way just by being here and giving it a shot. Thanks for watching and procrastinating with me. I hope you found something helpful, or at least got a little inspiration to try something new. Remember, you're not alone in this. Everyone's figuring it out as they go. If you want more questionable advice, hit like, comment, and share. Let me know which habit you're going to try, or if you have your own tiny tips to add. Your feedback helps me make better videos for you. Remember, be less tired, be smart, Ash. Subscribe for more tips, encouragement, and a little bit of fun along the way. See you in the next one.